All right, my sports to the bone people. We are back at it again with another update. Thank you all for checking this one out. Hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. Now, it's time for us to talk West Indies playing 11 and batting order. This as we get ready for the first of 3 ODIs. We're taking on the Tigers, Bangladesh. So I have my playing 11 here and the batting order. As per usual, the comment section is open. You can go ahead and let me know your playing 11 that you're working with. I like to put out a disclaimer saying I don't know these players. I don't know any of them personally. I am not paid to come and say this man should play or should not play. This is just me being a regular fan, just looking at the squad and saying this is how I would do it. So if you disagree with my playing 11, the easiest way to fix that is to just list your playing 11 in the comment section so we can see what you're working with, all right? Now, one thing I want to say, I don't want to make a lot of changes. I keep on saying that one thing I can use to really understand if a team is growing or moving in the right direction is consistency. Not only consistency in performance or winning, but consistency in team. You understand? When you keep on chopping and changing, there's hardly any time for people to really gel or to really give off their best. So we won our last ODI series against Pakistan. We won that 2-1. So I am not going too far away from the playing 11 that we used, especially in the final game there. So probably about 2 changes, one forced because of injury and another one that I'm contemplating, right? So just give a listening ear, my people, and you can pick around and let me know what's going on with my playing 11. Let me just remind you of the squad real quick so you can make a good decision when you're going. So Shea Hope, captain. Alec Arthanes, who was recently brought in. Akeem Ogis, Jediah Blades, Casey Carty, Raston Chase, Justin Graves, Amir Jangu, Shamar Joseph, Brandon King, right? Gudikish Moti, Kyrie Pierre, Sheffield Rutherford, Jaden Seals, and Romario Shepherd. Now, if you have been watching this channel for a while now, you know that I like a balanced team, right? I like to say, yo, give me 5 specialist batsmen and an all-rounder. Give me the bowlers, or 6 batsmen, all-rounders, bowlers, and, wicket-keeper, whatever. But based on what's happening with this squad, I might be going another little in another direction. Not too far from my usual thing though. So we have Brandon King and Akeem Ogis opening, right? Brandon King and Akeem Ogis opening in this game. We know that Ogis, he can open or he can bat in the middle, right? Number 4 or 5. Obviously, Captain Shea Hope will be batting at 4, so that's not a spot for him. And we have Rutherford and Chase and them guys, so he's in, and I have him opening with Brandon King. Hopefully, King is up and running, fully fit and ready to play some good cricket, right? Casey Carty. He's the only one, he's the one that I was contemplating, whether or not, because, even the last series there against Pakistan, and remember this is ODI, so we're looking ODI, right? He scored 30, 16, and 17, right? But that I was wondering if I should bring in Alec Arthanes to come in, just to he did some work in the test, right? I know it's different format, yes, but I guess he is you can say that he is at that mental, in the mental state where he can go there and face his spin and do well. I also want to be careful with Casey Carty because he had a very good season last year, if my memory serves me right, in ODI, so I don't want to just throw him under the bus like that, right? But 30, 16, and 17, we definitely want some more from him, batting at the crucial number 3 spot, and playing as a specialist batsman. So that's the only part there that I am thinking that I might make a little change there, right? I might do that before the game. But we have Carty down for now. Number 4, Captain Shea Hope. Whether he's opening or batting at number 4, he seems to rule when it comes on to ODI cricket. His confidence will be up, I would think. You know, he did pretty well in that last test here against India in the second innings where he got that century. So he's there at number 4. Number 5, we have Sheffield Rutherford. You know, really looking forward to seeing some good things from Rutherford. I think it was Rutherford and Carty that had you know, that produced some good knocks for us last year in ODI. So I have Rutherford coming in at number 5 there. Number 6, we have Ruston Chase. And depending on how the game is going, you know, you can interchange them and switch them around. So Ruston Chase is there. Justin Graves will give you some work in the back end there with the bat, and also will contribute with the ball, right? So I have him down. Romario Shepherd is also there. Romario Shepherd has worked himself into what we can almost call the leading white ball all-rounder that we have right now, right? He's pretty good. You know, definitely want to see him doing well, especially with the ball. We know his ability when he goes out there, especially in the death over batting, right? But we want to see him creating more damage with his bowling. I mean, the last series that I saw him in, he was bowling rapid, my people. Was putting the ball down, right? I think that it wasn't even I think it was even in the CPL. I saw him. He was even clicking 140s. Yeah, man, 141. I think I saw at one point when he was bowling. So I have him in. Gudikish Moti, right? Moti, he got some rest. They didn't take him to Pakistan. Well, he didn't play against India. They didn't take him there. So Moti is in. Shamar Joseph, who is fit, and Jaden Seals, right? So those are the players making my playing 11. You know, you can just look back at the squad and decide who you would put in and who you would take out. So if you're looking at bowling, we have Jaden Seals and Shamar Joseph, right, along with Romario Shepherd. Those are 3, and Justin Graves. You know, 4 seam option there. Then we have the likes of Ruston Chase and Moti to do some spin, right? You know, probably would want a 3rd option there, but you know, I would work it like that. The only other way I could see is if I want to strengthen the batting, play Alec Arthanes and you know, leave out one of the seam bowling all rounder, probably Graves. So you get an extra batsman, and then you would ask Rutherford to do some bowling, right? We saw him bowling a good bit recently, you know, in the CPL. So that would be another option, you know. But otherwise from that, I think I'm okay with this. You know, King, Ogis, Carty, Hope, Rutherford, and Chase. I think I'm okay with those guys doing some work there with the bat. And then, you know, we have the bowlers coming in along with Graves. As I said, the only other change I would make from that playing 11 there is if we want to drop one of the all-rounders and bring in Alec Arthanes, and then you would ask Sheffield Rutherford to do some bowling, right? And you know, Arthanes coming in would also be another option to turn a couple, right? Big up on yourself.